Hi friends, welcome to Flosstube number 47, I think. My name is Ymir. I go by AlmondMnMs on Flosstube, Instagram, and all that good stuff. Welcome if it's your first time. Welcome back if it's not your first time. Today I am actually, today is Thursday, June 27th. So I was actually, let me scoot you a very little bit because you're falling. I was actually supposed to film a Flosstube stitch with me, coffee with me situation yesterday, but things happen. Yesterday was a travel day for me, so yeah, I decided to do it today. Still a little bit jet lagged, running on, I think I slept an hour and a half. It's 10:30 in the US, and it is, I don't know what time it is here. 4:26 actually. Yes, I know. 4:26 here in Berlin. We're in Berlin, you all. We're in Berlin. Obviously, can you tell from my different point of view? So yesterday, definitely travel day after work. And then I made it here this morning at like 10 a.m., I believe. 10 a.m. local time, 1 a.m. No, I'm lying. Like 7, 8 a.m. local time, 1 a.m. USA, New York City time. I rode the train, which easy peasy. Win for me there. And then, yeah, I made it to my spot. I had coffee with a friend, went shopping with a friend. Some of the people that were all running together here, we met up with one of them, had a good conversation in regards to like good things coming up, and skedaddled, then made my way back to Le Hotel Room, and somehow I found myself at a fabric shop. And unfortunately, I didn't bring a tape measure with me, I do have a tape measure with me in my luggage, but I forgot to pack my my loops. That's what I use to count the fabric count, and I just didn't want to be annoying and like sit there and count. But I'm pretty sure they were selling Zweigart there as regular fabric. So I may pop in there again, and that was literally like off, like random. We like parted ways, and I just opened up my Google Maps and I was like, fabric, cross stitch, yarn. And I think when I hit yarn, that's when like it put me to that fabric store. So I ended up going in there. It's cute. I might go back. We'll see what happens. But I did refrain myself from going there. There are a few yarn shops around here. I was gonna do it, but I'm exhausted. I literally took a nap, and I don't know how long I was out for. I think I was out for like an hour and a half, maybe 2 max, because I would look at this one, because this one isn't set yet. I would look at this watch and then look at my phone, and I didn't know what. And then I knew I was on the phone with somebody, and we hung up, and I looked at the last time we spoke. What a disaster. But we're here. I also didn't film in advance, which I should have. But on Tuesday, Monday, my days are like running into each other. Met up with a friend within I can't talk today. Within the stitching community. I should have asked before I filmed, so I won't say their name because I'm not sure if they want me to know or tell you all. I'm not sure. But we met, we spoke good things, lots of fun. Enjoyed my time. it's always good to see people in New York, because somehow everybody else sees each other in New York, but Ymir doesn't see anybody in New York. So if you're coming to New York, or if you're from New York, please let me know so we can like start something. Definitely when I come back home, I am going to figure this out, because I need to go back into a routine, and it's happening 911 pronto. I am going into a major training block, so scheduling is going to be at its finest. But yeah, that's pretty much it. What's been going on in my life, sort of, same old shenanigans, working, complaining, not really, and doing good stuff, I guess. But yeah, so, before I forget, because I'm going to forget, Ymir's going to forget, so I'm going to say it now, and I'll probably remember to say it again. So this weekend, the reason why I'm in Berlin, obviously, is because I'm running, racing, etc. It is a 24-hour race. Every hour I have to do a 5K. It does end up being about like 120 kilometers. So that's about 75 miles. Right? We, by me saying yes and approving the verbiage, but the girls, the ladies in the back end, created a stitching challenge. So if you would like to join, feel free to join. So head over to the Instagram. I'll try to post the thingy-mabobby here. I might not be the best, but we'll see. With the like stitching prompt per se, and or the hashtag as well. So you can kind of do that. You don't have to stitch. Hint, hint. I know a lot of people are committing to a lot of stitches. I am so jealous. I know a lot of people are committing to a lot of stitching. Some people are committing to knitting. Someone told me that they were gonna try to work on their socks. Excuse me, hiccups again. Try to work on their socks. Someone is going to be cleaning out their closet, which that one I'm so jealous about. So yeah, I mean, whatever you do, I hope you join us and, don't suffer in my pain, but enjoy the time. It starts at midnight your time zone, and try to do it for 24 hours or as long as you can. So yeah, we'll figure that out. Fun fact, today while we were on our stroll, we bumped into one of my friend's friends. I didn't know who they were, and they were like, oh, want to run? And the guy's like, I am not in shape right now. And he's like, well, just come, just do half of it. The guy's like, okay, like etc. And then I'm like, just do like an hour. We'll check in every hour. He's like, okay, we'll do that. So we recruited someone on the street to come that apparently we know now, but he doesn't know he's getting set up because he's going to be running the whole thing, or at least half of it. So yeah, just fun fact. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all that's been going on. Groggy. Did I say that? I'm super groggy. Slightly annoyed that water situation is interesting. Pinkies up. We'll figure that out once I'm done videoing this. We'll figure it out. But there is a lot of progress, I would say, for the I've been working on this squares situation, right? Square situation for a while, right? It's funny because this is like not iron, so my bad. So I've been, oh no, I sure did. And I meant to look. God dang it. I sure did. I lost a whole bunch of floss. Winning, Ymir. Ymir also did not pack her medication. So, but I did remember to validate my subway ticket. So we are going in with a bang this weekend. But with that being said, what I was saying was, I've been working on this project for a very long time. I want to be finished with it, primarily for many reasons, which I have mentioned before. It's just not my stitch count. It's not my vibe anymore. But I also want to finish it. I'm still scooching you over because it's really bothering me. There you go. There you go. It's really bothering me, but it's okay. I had coffee earlier, if that helps, but that was at like 11 a.m. my time, and it is 4, so I think I'm like normal, just so you know. Yeah, so basically with this stitch, I'm not a fan of it, but I'm finishing it because it has a lot of work in it. There's very few whips that I would abandon like fully or like throw out. Just one that I will most likely do, maybe 2, but this one I just felt like there was a lot of work being done already done on it, so I just might as well just push through, and I knew that I was just gonna have to drag my feet and like eventually finish it. With that being said, I went back and checked when did I start this. I started this in August 2020, so this is the year and it needs to be done. So my time goal is up until August, but I essentially want to finish it by July, right? And with that being said, last week, first things first, excuse all the strings because I started working this. I've been working on it all week, but I also worked on it a bit on the flight. Here's the issue. I first started kind of like finishing off some of like the borders because, as you'll see, like they're not really connected. So I was kind of working my way through because I did a lot of the boxes, but not the borders. And that's like a darker color, etc. So when I started on it, it was daytime in the US, right? And then I think I worked on it for like 3 or 4 hours, and then the sun set and I couldn't see on the plane. And then the lights above, you have to like press it on the screen, but literally it turns on both seats lights. The person next to me was sleeping, so I didn't want to be mean and keep the lights on, so I was just like, whatever, I'm gonna call it a day. Then I also was using the little light box that I had shown a few times ago. I can bring it next time, but it was like I had it like I put it on top of like the table, and then I just felt like I was like this, like, so that was annoying. So then I put it on a hoop, and then it was just like anytime I moved, the light was like flashing everywhere. So it's just like, you know what, I'm just gonna call it a night. However, on the way home, I will be I don't care, I will be utilizing the light because I'm gonna get work done, right? Okay, so with that being said, I do have a lot of strings on here because yeah, Ymir. And then another thing was because I was working light, because I was working already on light fabric, there's like one of the threads, which is this one, I really can't see it unless I have good lighting or like daylight. I can't really work on it like how I usually work on the plane without light. And the sunset, whatever, the colors were blending, so I was just like, I'll work on the border, and it's easy. I don't have to like take out an iPad or a phone to check, etc. Oh, alrighty, I haven't shown you any stitching, so I guess this is kind of a Flosstube in a way. Okay, cool. So what did I do? So I actually went ahead and cut the fabric because why not? I didn't feel like cutting the bottom, but whatever, I need to do it. But I cut the fabric because why not? With that being said, the last time you saw this, I'm pretty sure you didn't have these two, and then obviously that situation, and then you didn't have this here, which I ended up finishing. So basically, so far I have these, and then to fill in all the mistakes. As you can tell, this is backwards. So I will do that And that's going to be what I'm going to be working on. Hopefully I can get some work done between today and tomorrow, hopefully, and maybe Saturday. But yeah, that's kind of like where I'm at. But yeah, I am going to actually stitch while we're chatting. And yeah, we'll just go from there because why not? I hope everyone is doing well. Did I say that? I've actually been very pensive these past few days, which is to no fault of anyone's own, but you know, me per se. And it's funny because I really tried to like suppress it, which may not be good, but we're only human, so yeah. Oh, maybe I can roll this the opposite way because this is getting a little clunky. Maybe I could do it this way, and then oh yeah, maybe. No, I've been doing it the other way. Yeah, I've been a little bit pensive lately, and I feel like sometimes this happens when I have like big events coming up. You know, I like start thinking about my mom and like all that good stuff. It's not good stuff, but yeah, I start thinking about all that stuff, and then you know, I just go down the rabbit hole. So I've been like awfully like quiet, but also just kind of like down in the dumps, which is, you know, I feel like it's perfectly normal. You know, and really thinking about sidebar, I'm like working on the little border here. Yeah, it's perfectly normal, but it's also just kind of like it's not something that I can change. I can't change the outcome. I couldn't change what happened when she passed. I mean, I was there. I mean, I could have done a few things differently, but I can't really like live my life blaming myself for that. But it's just kind of interesting how like things kind of like pop up when you least expect it, and that's kind of like been the case for me, where it just keeps on like popping up, and I'm just like trying to like suppress it. But yeah, I mean, aside from that, I think we're all doing well. There's like no issues. I know a few of you have been concerned regarding like all of like my ankle issues from my like previous injury. You know, we're nursing it, working on it. I'm planning on maybe doing like a cold plunge today. Maybe we'll see. I have a tub in here. I would have to like scrub that down myself. And I also saw that there's some kind of like supermarket or something like that close to here. So I might leverage that and just buy like a sponge and some like cleaning solution and scrub my hotel tub, if that makes sense, because we need it. It's time. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And now that I'm thinking about it, it's so funny because when I went to dinner on Monday, my friend and I, we were chatting, obviously stitchy things and all that good stuff, but also somehow we went down the true crime rabbit hole. And I told her, I was like, listen, if I bring this up, I'm gonna blame you. But we were just chatting about true crime rabbit hole and all that good stuff, and I was telling her how I've been exposed to I'm gonna lower the phone. I've been exposed to 3 true crime stories, categories per se. More than 3 actually, but 3 of them were via like the professional route. One of them is actually most recent, like AKA last year. and she was like, you should bring this up in your next floss tube. It would be interesting to hear what people think. But yeah, I had my last two. This is like, sounds terrible. I had nothing to do with it, by the way, FYI. But my last two were via work and the same company. So yeah, that was like interesting. No, 3 from the same company, 1 from high school, and yeah, another one. But am I a magnet? Do you want to hear about it? I mean, I feel like this is like adding to the speculations, but like they're all confirmed. But it's just, we were like, I was telling her the stories and she was just like, what the hell? Like, what the F? Like, are you kidding me? So, yeah, I don't know how we ended up on that, which, by the way, and it's so funny because I was thinking about it while I was at StitchCon, and I didn't bring it up to Bobbi. I know she don't mind. I didn't bring it up to Bobbi, but, you know, I was thinking about it, and usually I like to kind of like check in, but I didn't. And it's so funny because while we were at StitchCon, or when we came back from StitchCon, Bobbi has been collecting donations, and she's been also like donating money to this like Jane Doe program, and there was like this Jane Doe that was found in her area, and she was, you know, like very invested in this case and etc. Long story short, it's been obviously like years of this like case, but I think she's been invested in it in like maybe like 2 or 3 years. And like all the time she checks and no update. And finally there was an update. I think they identified her, and Bobbi was so happy and so excited, and I was just kind of like, oh my god, look what this woman is creating. She's creating a monster, because now I'm gonna have to like see what's going on in my neighborhood, which then brought me to thinking, I don't know if this used to happen in other communities or areas of the world or of the country, but when I was growing up in elementary school, almost like every week, they would send us home with a stapled packet of mugshots. And that was like my favorite thing to look at, because they were like black and white mugshots, or like the sketchings. And it would just be like, this person is on the loose, or like, this person was just reported, what is it, like a registered SO, right? I don't want to say it, but a registered person. And it was just scary, because I was just like, I knew reading, because I remember I probably was like, it started off in like the 4th or 5th grade, and I used to just like love just seeing, and it was just like, oh, like this is in our community. So I don't know if they still do that. Like, do they still send kids home with these things? Let me know if you have kids, or if, you know, if you're around the vicinity of kids. Do they like still send them home with these like things? Like, it basically was like milk carton announcements, and it kind of like brought me back to that. And then I'm just like, what if there's like a whole bunch of information in my area, you know? Granted, there's I'm not defending anybody, but there's, you know, explanation to each case, whether it's positive or negative or whatever the case may be, and why we're receiving this kind of information. But I was just like, do they still do that? Are they doing that? Like, it was also like kooky to be sending us home with it, but then it was also like, well, I guess we would see them first. I don't know. Trauma. Growing up with trauma, like what the heck. But yeah, that was like an interesting conversation. We did chat stitchy things, and we were kind of on the same wavelength with things. I feel like I jumped into like 3 different things. We, as in the dinner situation on Monday. We were on the same wavelength in regards to like what we thought about things into stitching, and then yeah, that was pretty much it. But if I didn't finish the Bobbi story, is that Jane Doe, if I'm not mistaken, was identified, or there's like more leads, or they reopened the case. Whatever the conversation was, it was a positive one, and Bobbi was super happy. So please make sure to go check that out, because hashtag amazing. Also, sidebar, I've been terrible about talking about this too. She has a box, a Halloween box. If you know Bobbi, you know that she is a Halloween gal. So if you have not already done so, please do so. I will try to remember to put that in my details below as well. I'm terrible. But yeah. Oh, and then you see, this is like all over the place. I should have went down and got a coffee and then came up and did it, and then still been able to like sip coffee and be like, sip a coffee. And then what ended up, we ended up chatting about like just kind of like recordings and floss tubes and all that good stuff. So I got a few ideas slash confirmations of like layouts and things like that. So when I get back home, I'll play with that, and then we will be working with a new view setup. Are you excited? But yeah, that's kind of like all that's been going on slash it's been brewing. I was gonna say one more thing. Oh, actually, and I meant to bring this up last week, and this is like, I'm not a medical professional in that way, but I am sort of giving you medical advice, because we're in a heat wave. Like, it is hot as hell, and this is something that always affects me every year. I mean, it affects everybody, but I also want to make sure that you have it in the back of your mind. And it was actually a great reminder, because one of my friends posted it on Instagram. She made like a nice video because she's like a mental health advocate and all that good stuff. And she was saying, which it should be an obvious, but you know, sometimes we need a friendly reminder. So I'm reminding you to always be mindful of the medication that you're taking, especially during the summertime, because sometimes that's kind of like the medication that you're taking actually counteracts with the summer heat. So you may need to be hydrated a bit more. Not saying to stop your medication. No. All I'm saying is to just read your medication side effects and how does that affect you with the heat and summer and all that good stuff. And just stay hydrated, please. This is coming from someone that needs to be hydrated. Please stay hydrated, because it is hot, it is not safe, and we got to make sure we take care of each other. And if you're not a water drinker, because I already know that next conversation is going to come up, at least flavor your drink, whether it's with electrolytes, whether it's literally with sugar, I don't care, or whether it's with lemon, lime, etc. Flavor your drink, so at least your water, you can drink your water. But just please stay hydrated, because the heat is heating, and it's not cute, it is not fun, and I would hate to like see something happen to someone that I know, or that I'm associated with, or even someone that I don't know, regarding the heat. And I mean, the news was also like super like terrifying. I have an employee that's from Egypt, and he was telling me that his family is there, and his uncle was saying that it was 116 degrees one of these days. And I was watching also, like in Mecca, like a lot of people passed away because of the heat. So friendly reminder, stay hydrated, check your meds. If you want to see the post slash thing that she posted, let me know. I'll like link it below, or like forward it to you. Maybe I should just link it below and just do it. So that is Bobbi, and then health. link below. I'll link it below. I'll try to remember. If you watch this video and it's not below there, yell at me. Just be like, Ymir, you need to do it. And then I'll do it immediately because I'll remember. Usually I just like putting a cover and an end and then calling it a day. But yeah, this is important, and I'm getting off of that soapbox because I don't want to get attacked by, you know, medical professionals. But you know, I think it's a good advice for you to take a look and just kind of be mindful of it, because I personally also have certain medications that I've been on, and it's like literally like contracted, like I could not. But enough about that. That's pretty much it. Enough about that. And then, why is work still bothering me? And you would be surprised that you tell them that you're leaving and that you're also like in a major time zone difference, and they don't care. They don't care. Why would they care? You know what I mean? Like, they don't care. They don't care about you. They just want their money. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't know if you want another update slash video situation before I leave. Actually, it's not it. So it's funny because I actually, you know, I got into the groove of things. I am, you know, now I'm like stitching more frequently. Aren't you proud of me? I'm stitching more frequently, so I'm super excited about that. However, with that comes its consequences. I've been stitching more, and I'm just more eager to like come on here and just like literally be like, hi guys, let's chat. Let me make a video of just us chatting. So I need to like refrain from doing a video every single day, because who wants to see my face and hear me yap every single day? But that's literally, please know that that's what I want to do on a daily basis. Now that I'm like stitching more, and I feel comfortable actually coming on here and showing you things, because as you know, that was like my main thing. I didn't feel like I was stitching enough to just come on here and like, you know, do a floss tube of nothing, you know. And I'm also not like a promotion type person, so I would never come on here and, you know, be like, come buy my floss. No. Besides like maybe like a special pack or something that may come out and you need a little bit of explanation, but besides that, like I wouldn't do that. So yeah, like I'm glad that I'm feeling that way. And I was just like, oh my god, I'm so excited to film next week, which then obviously I couldn't film on time because of given the circumstances, but we're there. So just know that I think about you all. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I closed this one here. It's been 30 minutes. I've been like yapping away, and my eye is like bothering me. I've been yapping away, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I have a few meetings set up today, so that's gonna be interesting. I don't know, like I don't know if it's that I'm like literally tired because of work and like my schedule, or if I'm tired because of like the flights and everything, but I'm also trying to be on this time zone. Like I don't want to like nap or anything, but technically right now it's New York time zone. But I was also up for more than 24 hours. So yeah, because I went out on Tuesday night with my run club and all that good stuff. So I think it's just like the exhaustion from like everything and like, you know, getting everything done before I leave. And I think that's what it is. But I'm also like, you can't nap because then you're going to be up like a bat all night. So we will see. We will see what happens and how that works out. Sidebar, there's a coffee machine here. So I can probably do an iced coffee and chat, a few of them. But I'm also like, should I just get a sleeve of Nespresso? Because it is an espresso machine. But then it's also like, Ymir, you have a whole bunch of Nespresso at home. Or Ymir, just have someone make it for you. But then I'm also like, what if I need coffee in the middle of the night, given the circumstances, which I would never drink coffee in the middle of the night. But I'm also like, I'm like a bat right now, so I don't know. Oh, this is fuzzy. No. So yeah, I need to figure that out. We'll see. I might just take a stroll to the little like supermarket situation. I also didn't take money out of the ATM or cash money. So yeah, I need to do that. I need to do that because there's certain places that don't take cash, that don't take cards. So I need to like handle my business. But yeah, we can do that. Yeah. Okay, we're done. Okay, yeah, this is we're gonna be done here because I am literally getting to a point where the thread is like fuzzy, and I think, see, the needle came out and all. I think, see the fuzz. But yeah, we're done. I hope you enjoyed me yapping away, sort of giving you an update, sort of stitching, sort of showing you stuff. Again, this is where we're at. This is where we're at. Hopefully by the next time you see me, I am going to work on all the frogged sections, which is 1, 2, 3, and actually I was working on this on the plane, and then I had to stop because my eyeballs were not eyeballing properly. So I will check that out when I'm back. Hopefully I will clean everything up by the time I'm back on here, and then it looks prettier. You don't have to see hanging floss and stuff like that. So pretty much it. I hope you all enjoyed. As usual, I'm happy to be here, happy to catch up with you all, and yeah, I'm gonna try to enjoy my time here, but I also have some work to do, and then I'm also gonna find some inspiration. I have been looking at things and I'm super inspired. I've only been here for a few hours, but yeah, I think I'm gonna bring a few things back, if you could read between the lines there, and get creative there. So we will see what happens and how that works out for all of us, because this is going to be an us trip too. It's not just about running, it's also you know, me figuring things out for the stitching community, and it's happening. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll stop yapping. I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day / evening and all that good stuff. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me know your thoughts on the milk carton, aka posters and things like that. Is it still happening? Did you get to see those? I'm pretty sure like they probably, I feel like they stopped after I graduated from like elementary school at this point. I mean, I kind of don't mind the milk carton thingies, even though I don't drink milk. But I don't know. Okay, I feel like I'm opening a can of worms here. I'll end it there. Thanks for watching to the end. I will see you next time. Let me know if you want another video. I can probably do it. I can probably squeeze one in between now and Sunday. Ooh, you know what? What if I try to do a YouTube live? I can try. Maybe. I'll try. If you want to join the disaster chaos bandwagon, let me know and I will do that. And there'll be lots of coffee. Okay, cool. Bye.